up?
All
What's
right.
up?
What's up, everyone on YouTube? It's us again, back with C&J Sports Podcast. Got it right the first time. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Chris.
We're going to be talking more about basketball today and a little bit about ourselves.
All right, you want to go first?
About myself?
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Okay. So, as you know, my name is Jeremiah. We're going to talk a little bit about our sports liking and how we kind of came to this conclusion where we're at. Not this conclusion, but to this podcast. So my family did not watch a lot of sports, so how I like sports is kind of just a chance thing. I don't know. That's how I feel. It's my dad does not care for it at all. Like buying sports packages wasn't on his list of priorities. I watched it and I really liked it. So it was kind of that odd person out in the family that was a sports nut. What about you?
Well, to let y'all know, Chris ain't my real name, but I use that one. I use that name because it's hard to pronounce. Well, it's hard for people to pronounce my real name.
His real name is weird.
So, mind your business. So, we're just going to leave it at Chris. So, it's easy for y'all. I still will react and respond as Chris or whatever. But the way I was intrigued by sports was I was pretty much like raised around it. Really, it was basketball because most of my family reunions were in Chicago, and at the time Chicago Bulls were winning, and they won like 2 rings. At the time when I was.
Was that before Jordan?
No, that was during.
During. Okay.
So, yeah, it was during Jordan years in Chicago. And I just like Chicago is just the team that everybody liked in my family at the time, and that's my team now. So I mean, even when I was going through the bad, I'm still rocking with the Bulls no matter what. Football, on the other hand, I gravitated more towards football after I didn't really watch basketball because we wasn't really having that many family reunions at the time. So I gravitated towards football when I was like 6. Started watching football a lot, mainly college, because every time the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn, if you don't know, the Iron Bowl, every time they came around, my family would gather together and
Go Tigers.
And you would see half of it blue and orange and other crimson and white.
Oh, a divided house.
Yeah, it would be really divided because it just based on like what they feel is right and what's wrong and other stuff.
How do they decide that?
I don't know. I don't know where that began, but it happened. So with that being said, when I chose the side of to pick Auburn or Alabama, I chose Alabama. And when I chose Alabama, they would still suck. They still sucked.
Was that like a...
That was before Nick Saban.
Like a high school commit, like picking their team?
No. No, I didn't even, like, honestly, I wasn't that deep into it because I'm only 6. I'm like, I don't know about high school and recruits and stuff like that yet. I ain't really get into that but until like 14. And that's when I was like, ooh, I want to try out for football. I want to see if I can go there. I only played football for 1 year.
I didn't play football at all. I was scrawny.
Honestly, yeah, but yeah, that's like how I gravitated towards football. It's like just watching it a lot. And then when I started watching NFL when Steelers versus Arizona Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So when I saw that Super Bowl, that's when I became a Steelers fan.
Troy Polamalu saved them, wasn't it? Yeah.
So when that Super Bowl, that's when I became a Steelers fan.
Because they won.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I just saw the game. And I was like, this is way more amazing than college at the time. Because NFL now is like, a little bit. And you know, they changed one of the rules to football for roughing the passer. It's viewable now.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
So, but yeah, that's viewable
Good
now.
Time to be a quarterback.
Right. Also, in high school, my one of my sports was the real priority sport was wrestling. I used to wrestle. I wrestled for 4 years. Um, I did pretty good for my 4 years, and I played football for 1 year. That was my junior year. That's the only reason I played because my coach made me play. uh,
Your wrestling coach was also the football coach.
yeah, my wrestling coach was also the football coach, and he made me play because he needed for one he needed depth on the team, and for two, he wanted me to stay in condition for wrestling next year. So, man, man, honestly, that really playing football and going to wrestling like right after it actually kind of helped because I went to state that year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
hard work does pay its off, guys.
Yeah.
But but besides all of that,
So I feel like
now
your sports journey was like way different than mine. I did cross country. Like I tried out for the basketball team in junior high,
yeah.
and I didn't make it. And then I was the manager. But then after that, I got into cross country, which is like
See, I thought about trying. I thought about trying out for basketball, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get into it. Like I tried. I did the
I just
tryout.
wasn't good enough.
I
My
did.
problem was I had to look at the ground and dribble. It doesn't help you in a tryout.
I
So
did the first day of tryouts. I didn't want. I was like, this ain't for me. I knew then I can watch it. I can watch it, but I can't play it.
I tried out for the soccer team in high school. So yeah, I got into cross country junior high and high school. My senior year, I wanted to play rugby, so I did.
Mm,
So that was fun.
I was.
The cross country actually helped because I was pretty preconditioned.
Mm-hmm.
So all the running wasn't like a huge shock, like oh man. But I was lacking a lot of bulk the other time, so I had to bulk up a little more.
And they're all bruised
It
up.
wasn't too bad. I just wasn't going to be in the forwards. I was back laying automatically. So
yeah.
yeah, I tried out for soccer.
Mm.
Yeah, I played soccer before, like the summer leagues.
Right.
Every Saturday I
See,
go play soccer and then come home.
after wrestling, my friend, the one he's in the Navy now, but he wanted me to play. He wanted to play every sport: football, wrestling, baseball, soccer, track. I was just like, man, I can't keep up.
That's right. That's just tough. Plus, you got to convince your parents to pay for that.
Yeah, and I was just like, man,
My parents
good.
paid for one
Yeah.
activity, so I had to pick.
So yeah, my parents, my mom, she paid for the wrestling, so that was like she didn't have to pay for football. She was just happy about that.
That's
So
way more expensive.
yeah. So when I did not try for track, but me being me, the track coach caught me running inside the halls because I was because my wrestling coach is also security. He had plenty of he had too many
He had
jobs.
a lot of jobs.
He had too many jobs. So, but yeah, my wrestling coach, he was security. I had a free period, so he made me run the school
During class?
during class.
That sounds awful.
So me running the school, and I was running inside the school. It was like because the way my school was, it's a 2-story.
Oh,
So you go upstairs, you run this hall downstairs, that hall upstairs. Down, just keep going.
so we had
I had like three stairs,
three
up and
levels.
down, three levels going up and down. It was
We had
crazy.
three, but one was like
then
a basement level.
Then it was like, okay, you done with that? You got to run to every end of each hallway and go up those stairs. And those stairs was like going up floors, cause like the fact of like
the spiral staircase.
no, it wasn't spiral. It was like the diagonal ones.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like going up those stairs, and cause like the band had like four little floors.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like these floors. Then you got the choir.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I'm tired.
So then you did
But
track anyways. Just
yeah, so like when the track coach saw me, I was like, I was almost done. So I'm sprinting down the hallway trying to finish. And he called
and he's
me and
like, hey, that guy,
he
he's
was
good.
like, hey, why are you running the halls? And I was just like, coach told me to. So and then after that, he was like, well, I need to see you on the track. I was like, I don't do track.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing you.
They're like, no, I'm gonna see you on that track field. I was like,
track.
all right. It's like I just said it like so you can like I can finish my run.
Right.
Then after that, I did not show up.
He told your wrestling coach, didn't
Yeah, he did.
he?
I ran 10 snakes that day.
For skipping the.
For not showing up to track. Just because I ain't want to do track.
The track was like my off-season thing, and I just ran the 1 and 2 mile. I wasn't doing sprints. I was a distance runner.
And see, that's the thing. He was gonna have me doing sprints. The 4x, I think it's a 4x400.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4x400, and it was like the 100-meter race or sprint.
100 meter.
Yeah, the 100-meter.
Yep.
So yeah, I was in shape. I'm not gonna lie. I was in shape. I don't look in shape. I probably look like it now because I got this hoodie on, but I'm not. If you look underneath this, is a whole dad bod.
We're washed up has-beens.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I probably still can wrestle with some people, but
not like a state wrestler.
No, not like a state wrestler. No. But yeah, we had our fun. So now, in this new stage in our lives,
now we sit and talk about sports.
Yeah, we sitting and talk about it because we ain't playing no more.
Because it's a lot easier than playing sports. No, just kidding. Mostly because it's time. I don't know. It's easy.
It's still part of our lives, you know.
Yeah.
So like, why not talk about it? I mean, we talk about it enough at work. I was like, why not make it a thing?
Make a podcast.
Right. Let's make it a podcast about it. So
here we are. That's
what we did. We grabbed the mic. We just using this phone right now. If you want to help us get a camera, we can.
If we were a business, we'd be the 2-person startup in someone's garage.
For real.
That's where we're at.
Right.
But it's fun. We enjoy doing it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hopefully it turns into something. If not, I don't know. Who cares?
All right. It's still a hobby.
Yeah. So yeah, we have very different sports journeys.
Yeah. It's if you really want to know how we actually ended up like what'd you think?
What?
Like how we ended up talking about sports in the first place.
Boredom.
I could say boredom.
Sitting there at lunch and
just listening to the sports news, just giving our opinions on it.
Yeah, because I like to watch the sports shows, but my wife's not a huge fan of watching people talk about sports.
Yeah,
it's an acquired taste, I guess.
Then also the times we used to bet on the games.
Yeah, I never did though. I should have. There was 2 times I should have. I would have won. I would have kicked everyone's butt. We had NFL brackets, not brackets. There's just like weekly guesses.
Weekly games.
Yeah, and we'd wager out on who would win which games. Mm-hmm. And I got all but like 1 right.
Twice in a
row. I would have won so much money. And then the weeks after that, I didn't ever guess that well again. So I didn't lose any money, but I could have gained a couple $100, that's for sure.
Yeah, I could say also our knowledge of the game grew because there was money on the line.
Yeah, well, everything changes when there's money.
Yeah,
it's like college football. You're trying to get to the pros,
and
then once you get to the pros, it's all about that money.
Yeah. So honestly, I like watching an earlier podcast today. For some college players, the only thing they want is that first contract. and then they call it good.
The 3-year rookie contract.
Yeah,
I'd take one of those.
they just
Done.
get that 3-year rookie contract. They
Put me
retire.
second or third string. I will do that for sure.
No, but some of them say they actually retire as soon as they get their contract, they done. They get like a farm, or they just buy a whole bunch of real estate and live like that for the rest of their
Dude,
lives.
that'd be cool. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's nice.
3 years of being a professional athlete, then hang them up.
Hmm. That way, your body's still in good shape. For one,
Yeah.
yeah, good,
Yeah.
decent. We were.
I mean, you're practicing those
No,
3 years.
well, no, I'm saying because something could change within like your process of getting to the NFL. So like that's why you wanted to hang it up so early, or you just played it smart, got your millions or your thousands that equal up to your millions, and you got it in your left.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on what you want out of it. You got people like Tom Brady who want like all the rings,
right?
All of them.
Well,
and then other people who want a rookie contract and then call it good. I always joke about that all the time. Like, if I could just sign a 2-year deal, you don't even have to play me. I'll just be on practice squad, make $1 million, and boom, I'm out.
Right. I do a lot.
I could do a lot with that money.
Right. But yeah, that's getting to know us in a nutshell. I mean, do you want to add on to whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You'll get to know us as this goes on.
Yeah, you probably get a better understanding of how we think.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think that like as this grows, if it grows, I hope it grows. You'll get a better understanding of how we operate and how we think on with sports, because that's pretty much what we talk about on this podcast in particular.
That's besides some random tangents.
Yeah, which kind of often happens a lot now.
Yeah, that or yeah. It's easy though. It's
so easy to like go on a random tangent.
Come back to it after a couple minutes. Here we are.
Okay, what was he talking about again?
So that's a little bit about us. We have some people who have watched from the beginning. We appreciate that. So you will continue to get to know us, whether that's for the worse or the better.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit of highlights this week. Some NBA action. Not this current, like last week. The game's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the ones they're still happening, so we can't talk about highlights of that. So this, you know what? I feel like it was there's 8 games, but there's like 3 teams that people were interested in. It was the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Nets.
Did they lose last week?
Who?
The Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah.
Oh, they played.
Yeah,
the Lakers.
they played the Lakers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Both teams needed a win. The Warriors didn't get one. It's kind of been a trend. They've lost like the last 10 or something.
Yeah, they've been on a losing streak.
We saw it coming though. Well, you should have seen it coming.
Yo.
After KD, the 3 championships with him, you can't keep a team like that together. Not because of egos. Well, maybe because of egos, but mostly because of salary caps, right? You have 2 good seasons, and everyone thinks they deserve $80 million.
Not just salary cap. If you're just a one-trick pony, everybody catches on.
Right, which Steph is great, and he's a phenomenal shooter, but he is just a shooter. That's it.
Nothing
else. Defense, he tries, but I mean, he's a small guard.
You can't do much.
There's only a small amount of people he can actually physically match up to.
True.
So he struggles with that, and now they got Draymond hurt. Draymond Green, that's not good. That's half of your defense. Him and Klay Thompson. And Klay Thompson, not the same. So that was. I feel like that was the main, that's what I was interested in the most. Obviously, the Jazz played, and they won, so go Jazz. I'm a Jazz fan, by the way, if you haven't picked up on that. Born and raised in Utah, so Jazz fan. Despite Michael Jordan. In 96. So. So close.
Yeah.
Despite that, yeah. So I'm a Jazz fan. So happy the Jazz won always. I really wish they could graduate from a playoff team to a finals team. We'll see. We'll see if that'll happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen sooner or later. It should happen with
You
Donovan
know,
Mitchell
it should have
and Rudy
happened.
Gobert. Is he
They
still on the
had
team?
Rudy Gobert. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They've had.
I haven't heard his name in a while.
It
So
should have happened with Carlos Boozer, Darren Williams. Darren Williams was an All Star. We had him and Karolinko.
Mhm.
I don't know. We've had great. We've had
Yeah,
good talent, but when they get really developed, they leave.
yeah,
I don't know what it is. If it's a culture thing.
yeah. It's just things happening, you know.
Yeah. So, and that and the Brooklyn Nets, and that is because they set themselves up for
Failure.
they set themselves up for the attention. As
They
soon
got the
as
attention.
they got
They
the
just
attention,
failing.
and they haven't lived up to it.
No,
And now,
they had attention for like what 3 years now.
and then
Katie,
Kyrie
you got
said that
Katie over
whole
there.
like
Then you
just
got
watch us
Kyrie over
after the
there.
All Star break, and I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're watching, dude. Not much, not much to watch.
Because you get Katie and Kyrie, Katie and Kyrie,
Kyrie.
Katie, Katie and Kyrie on the same team. You probably think it's gonna be like a better version of LeBron and Kyrie.
With Harden,
Then you get Harden.
those that should have been an unstoppable.
Yeah,
Should have
trio.
been an easy finals, easy.
Should have been one of the best trios.
Which is what everyone was saying. They're the best offensive team assembled.
Offense. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, their defense is suffering, and there's reliability issues with Kyrie. Lots of problems.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, I guess the Mavericks just beat the Jazz. That's not good. Not good. So yeah, as far as other games, I didn't really follow any of that closely. I don't know about you.
Me neither. Honestly, I haven't had time to actually watch the game because I got a daughter that's running wild at the moment. So most of my focus goes to her. I can have the game on, I can see the scores, but actually trying to sit and watch it is not going to happen.
Yeah. So
on my end, it's kind of understandable. But what I will try to do, is watch highlights.
That's mainly what I do.
Yeah, just
I wait for the games to be over, and
right.
then I check the stats and watch highlights.
So but I know like the crossovers and stuff like that they are part of it too. Honestly, but can't watch it if you got a crazy 2-year-old.
Yeah, they just get in the way of all of our fun.
Yeah, it's hard being an adult. I don't want to be an adult anymore.
And all those people with several kids are like, "Oh, you poor thing. Is your one toddler?
You just got one." I am still new to this. But y'all with 6 and 5 and plus kids, whew.
Yeah, you guys are troopers.
Right.
I don't know how you do it.
Y'all got some serious patience. Cause, whew. I don't even think I can.
That, or you're really good at scaring them. I don't know. Maybe that's. They know the consequences.
Yeah.
And they've slipped up one too many times. You still have that belt behind the door.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to know your secret because I'm not trying to have that many kids myself.
Oh, it's too many. Too many.
4, I think is good enough.
4? Yeah. 5 is drowning. Anything more than that, you're just a glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up. We have a tendency to talk long and forever. We're going to keep it short for you guys. We're going to end on a talking point. Favorite basketball player?
Well,
current or retired, doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do both. Um, Current right now, I say DeRozan
Interesting.
or Jimmy Butler.
Interesting. Out of
Yeah.
all the current players,
Mm, I
Butler
mean,
or DeRozan?
because people, I don't know why, but people make it hard for you to like. Oh, I like LeBron. Bandwagon, you don't need this one. Because I said I like the guy.
Right.
Like, goddamn. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But seriously,
If your kids watching.
yeah, if your kids watch, I'm sorry. But for real, like, come on, give people a break, man. Like, just because they started like him from one team, don't mean they ain't know what he did on a different team. It's like it just makes it hard for like you try to like uh Curry, KD, all the Kyrie, Harden. That makes it hard for like people to try to like them. Like, what you know about this one? What he did when he was here?
Like, who cares? I just like the player, right? Like,
Right.
can't we just?
But that's the thing. He's like, you can't even be a fan of nobody no more for real. So
Right.
you gotta be fan of these underdogs. But I was like, I
Is
don't need.
that why? No.
Nah, they ain't the one. But
DeMar DeRozan.
I don't care. I pretty much like underdogs anyway.
Mm.
So like Michael Jordan, he was an underdog when he first came into the league. Was
Was not the underdog anymore.
no.
Is it bandwagoning if you say Michael Jordan?
I can't say that for me because I was like I grew up watching Jordan and like I had no choice. But I was like
See,
seeing
I didn't really
Jordan.
watch Jordan. Like,
I was like
I
because
didn't.
I was watching Jordan. Like I had no choice but to watch Jordan. Like Jordan, like if the Bulls wasn't playing on the TV, I wasn't watching nobody else.
Because he last retired in '96, right? Or was that his
Mm,
first retirement?
that was
That was his first one.
That was his first. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I was too young to watch him in his prime with the three peats and all that. By the time I was interested, I was watching basketball. I was watching NBA. He was on the Wizards. He might have even been retired by that point. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't get to.
but I gotta say, Jordan, Kobe, and Shaq. Oh, AI can't be AI.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's. I feel like he's underrated.
He's definitely underrated.
As like, yeah, I didn't like win a championship or anything.
Yeah,
But
he got close, but it was just because it was against the Lakers.
yeah, Allen Iverson. Man, he was a baller.
Yeah, I believe if it wasn't for the Lakers being in his way of getting his ring, he would have definitely had one.
Yeah, I'd have to say, okay, you're gonna hate me for this. Well, some people might. Get your fingers ready to type some angry comments. My favorite player is LeBron James. And I know there's all the political stuff, all that. I don't care. I do not. I'm not talking about him as an activist, as anything else, whatever. I'm not talking him. I'm talking about him as a basketball player.
What he does for a living.
I can compartmentalize him into just basketball. He's my favorite basketball player. Allen Iverson was good. He was a good pick. Shaq. Dwayne Wade too. I would watch Dwayne Wade play. He was fun to watch.
Playing for Magic. Was it Magic? Yeah, Orlando Magic.
Dwayne Wade? No, he played in Miami.
Oh, Dwayne Wade. I thought you said Dwight. I'm thinking Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. He was fun to watch too. I liked watching Dwight Howard.
Oh.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne
Wade was a good
I liked
player.
watching Dwayne Wade. He was good. But LeBron James is my favorite.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of favorite players, okay, your starting lineup.
Starting lineup?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Center. Starting five.
Mm-hmm.
Wilt
Chamberlain, your
Wilt
center?
Chamberlain. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yes. We'll go Wilt Chamberlain. And then we gotta have a shooting guard. 2 forwards.
And a point guard.
And a point guard. Okay, sorry guys, I'm tired. um, for point guard. No, okay, forwards. We'll go forwards. Larry Bird.
Power forward? No, he played small, didn't
He played small.
he? Okay.
So we'll go Larry Bird and LeBron. Larry Bird can play defense. He's tall.
Yeah.
Shooting guard. Kobe. No, two guard Kobe.
Okay.
And then running the point. That's a tough. I'm stuck. Obviously, people want me to say, "Where's Michael Jordan?" Like that's what they're thinking. But I got scores. I need a passer, and Michael Jordan's not a passer. He's a great player, but not a passer.
I mean, you pick Kobe.
I already got Kobe on it. Exactly. Someone has to pass the ball, right? You can't. We'll go AI. AI at point.
Yeah. Okay. My starting lineup. Since you picked Wilt Chamberlain, I'm gonna go Bill Russell. He played for the Celtics a long time ago. He got 13
The king of the rings, 11.
11? I thought it was 13.
He played 13 seasons.
Well, okay, yeah, he got 11.
Got 11.
Right, because he lost 2 to Chamberlain.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Bill Russell. I'll go Tim Duncan. That's a power. Small forward. I'll go LeBron, of course. Shooting guard, Vince Carter. Cause you gonna need that one.
Yeah.
And running point, I would have Magic Johnson.
Oh, that's a good pick. Magic.
I have Jordan coming off the bench.
Okay.
I mean,
Magic. Yeah.
if you think of the lineup, just think about it. Jordan coming off the bench and putting up the points that he can. Whew, who gonna stop it?
Okay, yeah. I mean, the thing, like, if you're just gonna pick from all-time greats, though, like, holy cow, how do you decide who to start? Right? That's crazy. Who are you gonna put at guard over Michael Jordan?
I mean, well, I put Vince Carter over him.
Vince Carter, right? I'll go like.
But the reason I put Vince Carter over Jordan because Vince Carter gonna pass the ball.
Yeah.
So I understand that it might be if it's a critical situation. Of course, I might put Jordan in, but I also got Magic in there. But I also got Tim in there.
Stockton would be LeBron. Another good point. True. Stockton, I'll have Stockton on the bench.
Yeah.
For point.
But yeah, like, I mean, anybody in that lineup can make a critical shot when it comes down to it.
Yeah. If you need someone to make a shot, they can. You're not short of talent. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with that, you almost have to say Jordan. I don't know. Is there? I feel like there's a sentimental attachment.
Yeah.
Like a generational.
Sentimental
attachment. Like he changed the game, right? So you can't just. The idea of someone surpassing him is like, no.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
Getting to where he's gotten, sure. But I mean, people are gonna pass him in records.
And it's not to say it doesn't take away anything that he did. Like
no, it ain't gonna take away
the whole point is to set records
so
for someone else to reach them, right? Like that's the whole idea. If no one else rises above, then you're going down in quality.
You know, there's still that one record that's still out there has nobody beaten yet. Let me see if you can get it.
For Michael Jordan, right?
No. Just NBA period.
NBA period. 16 threes in an All-Star game.
Nope.
Averaging a triple-double in the finals.
Nope.
Finals rings? I don't know.
Nah. Let me know when you're ready.
I just tell me now.
100 points a game. 100 points in one game.
There's a lot of records, though, that...
There's not one record that can beat. I mean, there's nobody have yet to beat that record.
That's true. And no one will.
I mean, somebody already beat the Bulls record, the 72
regular season.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, the closest was 81.
Yeah.
And that was with Kobe like shooting a three every time. Every time.
But
Kobe would be like the easiest person to be teammates to. Like someone like Kobe and Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, because like
there's no pressure on you whatsoever. You're not gonna get the ball. It doesn't matter.
Like,
just get the rebound.
You just gotta get the rebound.
Yeah, and you're good. That's all you gotta do. Take a little weight off your shoulders.
Right. So, but yeah, that's my starting lineup. I don't care what you think, but that's what it is. What it is.
All right. Obviously, you want to have all the best, but there's only 5 spots. And anytime you make a list like that, it's like the top 75 that they just recently did.
Yeah.
There are some.
You ain't put such and such in there. What?
Everyone, right? But then there's some that you're like really questioning.
Yeah.
Like Damian Lillard, you're like, wait, hold up. Damian Lillard is top 75 over. I don't know.
It's some of the people.
Who's coming up with that list?
It kills me sometimes when certain people bring up that one player that was like probably came off the bench, but at the same time he didn't put up crazy numbers.
Yeah,
but he put up good enough. I'm like, okay, what about such and such? What did he do? Did he start?
Well,
did he ever start?
Right. And it's like, okay. Yeah, I heard like for Damian Lillard, it was like, so Dwight Howard would have been good on that list. It was like 3-time defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Like in his prime, Dwight Howard was a force to be reckoned with.
Sure.
But yeah, anyways, that's our starting lineups. Lists are flawed, so are we. So yeah. So if you have any thoughts, I'm sure.
You know what? If you're watching this, give us your starting 5.
Yeah, let's compare.
Yeah, let's compare. Let's see if your starting 5 will be able to be our starting 5. If we just put them in a simulation.
Can we do that? That would be
on
cool.
2K on basketball.
Oh, I don't have any games.
I know, I do.
You got okay.
But yeah, let's just see. We ain't gotta do a simulation. We just bet this on put this against stat versus stat.
Compare stats.
Compare stats. We can do it like that. And no, there's no cheating. You can't be looking at players. This looks like, oh, this person's way better. Look at his stats. No, pick your starting 5,
and then you look at the stats.
Then you look at the stats. So you comment first, then look at the stats of the 5 that you pick. That way, they give us time before you try to edit anything.
Why did you quote?
Because some people, I don't know why I did that part, but it's just
okay. Yeah.
Because some people were because I just feel like once you put your starting 5 out there, you comment on it, you will probably want to edit it.
You're like, no, hold on, let me change my mind.
No, I'll change my mind.
I was already doing that when you were talking. I was like, wait, hold on. So we got to stick to it.
No, just stick to your starting 5. You chose them. That's who you're rolling with.
All right, that's it.
Just leave it at that.
All right.
If your starting 5 loses, take it under the chin.
I'll probably lose. Probably.
But yeah, all right. You want to wrap it up, or you want to keep going?
Yeah, no, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
So yeah, leave your thoughts. Your starting 5. Let's do this thing.
All right. No cheating. I'll be watching.